Hello there, BoBo, the Bitcoiner is back. Hot topic this week. Trump announced his Liberation Day on the 2nd of April with new punishing tariff targeting across the world, sparkling a potential trade war, claiming every country has treated the US badly. The heaviest blow is on China, adding 34% on top of currently 20%. And then 20% on key ally European Union, 24% on Japan, 26% on India, and so on, and all across Asia. Singapore was slapped with the baseline of 10% reciprocal tariff, despite the trade surplus in favor of US, and they call this very kind. Surprisingly, Russia was not on Trump tariff list, despite running 2.5 billion goods trade surplus with the US in 2024. Trading partners have vowed for swift retribution. Trump insists the levies will bring a rebirth of American hollow-out manufacturing capacity, and said companies can avoid tariffs by moving to the US. Frankly, Trump is not wrong in his action, which merits some sympathy, but laced with global disrupting consequences. After the World War II, more than 75 years of global trading system, while the rest of the world was recovering from the ruin, unaffected US was enjoying the fruits of the global poor rebuilding. The US became an attractive place for the global citizen to move there because of their powerful military status and job opportunity. So it went from the agricultural to industrial revolution. There is a strong research and development from overseas students in search of green pasture for education and talent, military and defense development, generating huge income on nuclear weapons, radar system, and the satellite technology. At the same time, all kinds of invention was on machinery, automobile, telecommunication equipment, etc. The country enjoyed all the export to the world, and it became the richest economy in the world for the last 50 years. Then comes the next technology revolution. Companies like IBM, Microsoft, Apple, and Google have revolutionized the industry, building computer to biotechnology. The entrepreneurship spirit and access to the venture capital have been fueled the innovation, enriching the economy to make US financial capital of the world. Ironically, why isn't the rest of the world crying foul, and that they have been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by US? Simple. The world has no power to fight back. To further enrich their lifestyle, they exported the manufacturers overseas to take advantage of the cheap labor overseas, and then export back, selling in high US dollars income. Later, they buy direct from overseas local factories, because their own overseas factories could not compete due to high American management costs. Now, Trump is bringing the world. US is a wounded lion. They are so used to spending borrowed money that their country's debt amount to 36.5 trillion today. Since they become the policemen of the world, they started to control every country. They do that, they say, or you are faced with sanction, censorship, or embargo. Country that does not come in line, they send in the CIA to disrupt the local government and replace with their own stooges. If failed, they declare war. In the last 40 years, they have been involved in 11 major wars. They have 800 military bases overseas, each costing billions and billions of dollars. What about the freight of aircraft carrier all over the places? Where did the money come from? Just pray to that, okay? After all the happy spending for 70 years, how dare he cry foul and declare war with tariff? Most countries has yet to retaliate with reciprocal tariff, except China, who immediately declared 34% tax back on US goods. Vietnam probably export a lot of goods to US. Nike, for example, has more than 500,000 Vietnamese making shoe for Nike. Labor cost is $3 a day. If made in America, it costs $30 a day. Or an hour, sorry. Or probably a day, okay. Now, isn't that abuse of workers overseas? Look, all these abuses and taking advantage of overseas countries. And the biggest joke is the tiny island of Hurt and McDonald in Australia, a snow-covered rock. These islands are uninhabited. Only pigeons and seals live there. Yet they levy with 10% tariff. What a joke. Australian Trade Minister Don Farrell joke. Poor old pigeon. Penguin, sorry. I don't know what they did to Trump. So, as I said, Trump is not wrong in imposing the trade tariff. Unfortunately, he is a businessman. His tactic is hit hard, then negotiate. He's not a politician. He does not care about diplomacy. He should have done progressively, taking a few serious export surplus countries and apply the tariff step by step, instead of agonizing the whole world against America at once. I mean, you look at the whole scenario. Trump is just creating destruction around the world. That is not a way to solve problem. Every country at the moment is still taking a very measured way of let's see how, let's talk, let's think. You know, all this kind of thing, because basically they are still weak. Only China dare to stand up to America. You hit me, I hit you back. So, is Trump wrong? don't think it's that wrong, except that he don't do it in a proper diplomatic manner. He disrupt the whole market economy. Now you see the stock are collapsing. So as any other assets in America and across the world. What does that do any good to America itself? Of course. All the other countries are suffering. Let's see how this develops. Okay, I'll try and give an update as we go along. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.